Hello. So I just wanted to make a video about the Covington Catholic thing before it became not a thing. I read the statement the kid put out, and I thought it was really good. I wonder how much of it was him and how much of it was, somebody advising him. If it was him, it's like the best thing ever written by a high schooler I think I've ever seen. But basically, I wanted to say to him, and I hope somehow he sees this video, that he's being unbelievably brave compared to like 90% of other people who get targeted like this. This is like the standard procedure these days of the left if they don't have a good argument against you, is they tell you that what you did is wrong and then try to make your life a living hell and tell you that if you'll only apologize, they'll stop. And they do this every time. Anytime they demand an apology, you'll notice that there's a huge number of people who come down and say, we have to dox this person, we have to get them fired, we have to threaten them, we have to threaten their families. And the only way you're going to get us to stop is if you apologize. And the only way to get this to ever stop is if nobody apologizes anymore. It's like the same theory as the Everybody Draw Muhammad Day with Muslim terrorists. If you don't know about that, the idea is that if everybody draws a picture of Muhammad, then there's too many targets. The terrorists can't then single out an individual or go after, like Charlie Hebdo. If everybody has drawn Muhammad and nobody is feeling any shame about it, there's no point to going after Charlie Hebdo because everybody's doing it, and it gets rid of the item as a reason to target someone. And that's the same thing that needs to happen with, left-wing people demanding an apology for everything. It's kind of a soft terrorism. It's, of course, nothing compared to, actually threatening people with credible violence or, acid attacks or all that stuff that radical Muslims do in order to try to silence anybody who disagrees with them. But it's the same general theory. Just instead of ending your life if you don't do what they want, it's we're just going to ruin it if you don't do what we want. And if everybody would refuse to apologize and everybody would just be as offensive as they feel like being, at least as far as the left is concerned, then they'd have too many targets. There'd be no reason to go after this kid in particular, because everybody would be doing it. And I really wish that his school administrators and the Catholic diocese in the area had a spine, because they really needed to be the ones to take the lead and say, look, we have no idea what happened yet. We're going to do an investigation, and then depending on what that investigation finds out, we'll take the appropriate action, if any. Instead, they kind of said that, and then like less than a few hours later, they were like, oh yeah, no, we might expel them, and that's the reason why the left keeps doing it, because it works. Because somebody in charge decides that it's easier to just make the problem go away than to actually have the fight. And we all need to start having the fight, because if we don't, we're going to lose it. So I hope you all stop apologizing. Have a good day.